Good morning, Bitcoins, and welcome to the 2014 Bitcoin Costume Contest Awards Ceremony. We're live on World Crypto Network. It's Saturday, May 24th, 2014 at 11:31 a.m. Just turned 11:32 a.m. on the West Coast. I'm Mad Bitcoins, and today I'm dressed up as Super Mad Bitcoins. And I'm joined by Jerica Truax, dressed as Supergirl, and Coin Artist, dressed as Celine from Underworld. And we're going to talk about the 2014 Bitcoin Costume Contest at the World Crypto Network. First off, what did you go... Good morning, Bitcoins, and welcome to the 2014... It's me from the past, on 6 seconds delay, interrupting myself. But I was just going to say for a minute, what did you guys think of the costume contest? How did you go? How did you think it went? What did you think of the 2014 Bitcoin costume contest?
Well, I thought it was fun. It was great to go around and film these people and kind of try to talk to them about Bitcoin and stuff. I liked how into it they were. We only had one person say no, they didn't want to, and I think it was because of a non-profit kind of thing that they were involved in. Mm-hmm. But everybody else was just really gung-ho about it. Maybe they didn't quite understand it. But yeah, in general, at least for the filming part, I thought it was really cool. And just to see the people donating their Bitcoin to kind of get this contest rolling was just amazing.
Absolutely. Marguerite, Coin Artist, what did you think?
I was jealous I wasn't there. And it got me really excited I want to do this in the future. I feel like this is the first of many fun things with Bitcoin. And I even got my own cosplay costume for my first Comic-Con. Jerica, thank you. And I wish we could have had more contestants. I know it was the first go. I feel like for the first go-round it was a big success. But I am so interested in seeing all these cosplayers and the work they do, and how cool it could be to know that Bitcoin is helping them with their professional career in something like cosplay.
I think it's really exciting, and it's a great way to show people cryptocurrency that haven't heard about it. I remember each one, we gave them the envelope with the paper wallet inside, and we told them very seriously that this is cash, and you need to not lose this. And for many of them, that's their very first experience with cryptocurrency, is that someone puts them inside an envelope. But what's beautiful about this contest is we don't know how much money we put inside that envelopes. In some cases, it could be $20. In other cases, much, much more. And with the value of Bitcoin going up and down, we have no idea what it's worth today, what it's worth tomorrow, what it's worth next week. But without any further ado, let us begin the 2014 Bitcoin Costume Contest Ceremony Awards with the first division, our Heroes Division. We are about to publish the results. The results are now live on WorldCryptoNetwork.com. Let's find out what happened. And here they are. In 13th place, Lady Sif. What did you guys think of Lady Sif's costume? Now, I know, Jericho, you said that I spelled it wrong. It's not Sif like scythe. It's Sif. So let's get that out of the way. Who is Lady Sif? To give us some background.
Oh, sure. Lady Sif is an Asgardian. So I don't know if you guys are probably familiar with Thor.
Of course, the Norse god of thunder.
Yeah, well, and also in the comic books, he's someone who comes to Earth and he's a superhero kind of thing. And so Lady Sif is also another Asgardian as well. I don't know her full backstory. I have a friend who's going to cosplay her as well soon.
Now, you said she's in the new movie, or is she just in the comic books?
She was in Thor: Dark World, I believe.
Still new to me. They're making so many comic book movies, I can't really keep up.
And she might have been in the first Thor too, but she was also in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the show.
Oh, very
cool. Yeah, so she has a lot of appearances. Yeah, I thought this costume was really well done. Kind of the armor bits mixed with the fabric just looks really, authentic. And yeah.
Excellent. What did you think, Marguerite?
She looks like the part, I think, from the movies anyway. I haven't seen the comic, But
you did see the new movie, and what was the character like in the new movie? What kind of a person is she? Does she fight? Is she a diplomat?
no, she's a badass. She fights right beside Thor, and I think she saves Thor's butt multiple times throughout the journey. But
Very cool.
yeah, but I think she was an alternate love interest, but I think she's too much of a badass to be the love interest.
Yeah, Thor seems to like very small women, like Natalie Portman,
Right.
compared to the 6-foot-tall Thor in the movie that I saw. So.
Yeah, and also the cosplayer Kit is she's very much the part, like Marguerite was saying. She, you know, it's when we're cosplaying, it's very much you're trying to be in character. So like people sometimes say when I'm in Black Widow, like smile, and I'm like Black Widow doesn't smile, and sometimes I'll smile for a picture here and there, but very rarely. And so that's kind of another point here is that
she does have a very sassy look on her face. Her makeup is obviously very perfect. Don't you think she has a very, I don't know, even tone? Is that how you describe it? But
yeah,
kind of pale. But
I love that it looks like it's homemade. She made that costume, or someone made it.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not something you could get in the store.
Right.
Moving on to our next contestant in 12th place, Vegas PG. It's an interesting costume. The first thing that gets me are those glasses. I like the square look. They look like a 1950s retro influence kind of thing. And they really match up with the ray gun well for my choices. What do you guys think of the costume?
Right. I'm not really familiar with the character, but the costume in general is very very nice. I like the fur look. It's always kind of a fun thing to do. But yeah, then the ray gun itself is pretty amazing.
The colors do match well. Her white hair with the blue of the costume and the white of the fur really picks up nicely, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Marguerite, what do you think?
The ray gun. I like the ray gun. That's my favorite part.
You like that it lights up, or you like the shape of it? You just think it fits well with the overall look?
I like the design of the product. Also, the fact that it lights up. So that's my 6-year-old.
I know that this cosplayer, we can tell from the blue background, means that she was over in the area where they rented their own booths. So she did have, as you can see in the back, several other costumes that she plays. She had photos of herself in a Star Trek. She does have other outfits, but this is just the day that we happen to be there. So, but a very excellent place. Into I think she's in 12th place. We'll check the numbers after this. And here we are. This is Captain Marvel, Jerrica's friend Kit.
Yes, yeah. So this costume was put together by her and Abby Sue Cosplay. And yeah, she is very much the part of this. She's she's again a badass here, and the costume itself is very well done.
The costume does seem exactly like the comic book. The colors, the lines, it's very well styled to the comics. Which Captain Marvel is in the X-Men?
Well, she may have been involved at some point, but just in general, she's one of the Marvel superheroes. There's
I'm not that familiar with
that story about, like, then there's Captain Marvel, and then she becomes Miss Marvel at some point, and that's a different costume, and it's just kind of all over the place.
Very cool, very cool.
I like her gloves.
The gloves are nice. They're, what would you call those? They go all the way down to the wrist. Superhero gloves.
Elbow, you mean?
Elbow gloves. Very cool. And our next contestant is Jerrica's friend Abby Sue Cosplay with Rogue.
Yeah.
I think this is a low placing. I think Rogue should have gone a lot higher. She really, really looks like Rogue.
I agree. She goes all out. She dyes her hair that way. That is her real hair. So she's Rogue every day, pretty much. And she made the whole costume, including the leather jacket, which is out of real leather. And this is actually her second iteration of this costume. The old one was a kind of a regular spandex, and this is kind of a wet look spandex, and so it kind of has a nice sheen.
It does seem to pop, and it doesn't hurt that you and her are both about 6 feet tall, and you're just marching through the contest. It really does have a superheroes type look. Like you know, it does seem like you guys could be paid to be there, to hang out. If they had a couple more Marvel heroes with you and maybe some villains to stage some battles or something. But it's a great costume. I really like it. What do you think, Marguerite?
Maybe if she would have had if you would have had a full body shot to see the whole.
That is true. She does seem like, because we are kind of missing something, because it really does. All the different lines of the costume are there, all the different details from the comic book, and she really does kind of march around in the Rogue style. So.
Oh yeah, with the boots and everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe in the future we should have these as gifts.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Well, in general, I think that in the future we'll try to get the video better too, and get more video footage of the whole costume. And
that's true. Well, it's on a first time, it's difficult to really say, oh, we want to video you up and down, and we want you to spin around. It just seems like, we're at a very level one right here. We want to be legitimate. We want the contestants to get paid is our number one thing, is that everyone in this contest is getting some Bitcoin. And that's really cool, I think. And it could have great value in the future, and it certainly has a little bit of value right now. You could buy something for that Bitcoin.
Yeah, definitely.
So, and here we are in first place in the Heroes division. Boba Fett. This is another really low placing for me. I'm not sure what the judges are thinking. This is a combination of Boba Fett from the Star Wars universe and Wolverine from the X-Men universe. A really stylish costume. Look at the wings coming off of the top of that helmet. Like the two identities merged together. And you can't tell from the still image, but that little Boba Fett readout, the LED, did actually move. It is a little computer chip in there. Just a fierce-looking costume, a gruff voice when we spoke to him. Very much, I'm Boba Fett. It was a Wolverine in character. Inside of a Boba Fett suit. So really low placing here, but remember the judges have different categories, different considerations than we might think just on general design. Jerica, what did you think?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty amazing. I mean, the detail here of armor versus suit and bringing in both the Boba Fett and Wolverine is really cool.
Marguerite?
I want to know how he made the chest piece. Or if he bought it. I mean, it's really detailed.
The only part of the belt that doesn't look homemade is the pretty standard utility belt with the leather pouches. Those seem rather off-placing and not very worn. But the chest plate probably, Jerica, you might know, do they mold this out of plastic?
There's a couple different ways to do it. They could make it custom. They could have bought I know I have a friend who makes will modify football equipment or stuff like that, and so it could be some piece of that or some other piece that he just modified too. It's really tough to tell.
Well, in this case, combining the two costumes together, even the way that the X-Men logo is attached to the Boba Fett armor, the Boba Fett armor is yellow, so that's a yellow and blue is a unique color choice for Boba armor. Even if it's store-bought Boba armor. And then the helmet is could have been an original Boba Fett helmet, and then they added the large wing Wolverine pieces, but overall just an incredible costume, really excellent work. A true winner, even though we're only talking the Heroes division. He is first place in the Heroes.
Yeah, totally.
So let's go ahead and look at the values. Let's see what actually happened here. In the Heroes division, Lady Sif got 0.277 Bitcoins, $14.43, an excellent total. Vegas Play, 0.326, $17.01, just like the USS Enterprise. And here comes the big tie in 11th place with 0.0337, $17.54. Which was earned by Captain Marvel, Rogue, and Boba Fett. A three-way tie for 11th place. Impressive result. And what's really neat about this result is I've been watching the contest closely, as you may know, and it was around $16.58 the other day. So to see it jump up a whole dollar just because of Bitcoin inflation or dollar deflation, depending on how you want to look at the recent value change, really has affected this contest. Do you think having the values in Bitcoin, where it could move up and down, has made this contest more or less exciting, Derek?
I think it's definitely more exciting. It also shows it kind of has two sides of it, though. So the whole Bitcoin going up, the possibility of Bitcoin keep going up is always exciting if you own some Bitcoin. But on the other hand, there's also talk of that using Bitcoin will be harder until it stabilizes somewhere, wherever that is. So there's I think there's a drawback and a good side to that.
Marguerite, what do you think?
I agree. I just spent some Bitcoin a couple days ago, and I was like, oh, the things I bought just became more expensive. So yeah, it is.
Although maybe they became more valuable. They became more valuable. You just have to enjoy them more now. So. But yeah, it has been fun. And what's neat about this contest is we didn't know what the values would be going in, and then even once the values started to be established, we didn't know that they would stay the same. They could have gone up, they could have gone down. We have no idea. And it's exciting, it's fun, it's Bitcoin, and it's new. It's what a new thing should be. A new thing shouldn't be boring. So
I think if you're a contestant, though, that's really cool to watch because you might not be used to that.
it is pretty neat. I like the way that yesterday I thought those would all be stuck at like 1658, and today it's 1754. So, and who knows, tomorrow $18, who knows what it's going to be. But those are the first results for our Heroes division. So we're getting ready for our next results in the Super Heroes division. This is a very tight contest, but what do you guys expect to see in the Super Heroes division? Do you have any favorites going forward? Any going all the way? Let's talk Fantastic Five. Let's skip ahead superheroes and let's say who is going to be in the Fantastic Five. We each need to have at least one pick. Who's it going to be, Jerica? Can you just pick yourself? What's it going to be?
No, I can't pick myself. That would be bad. I don't know. Last I saw, Alien was moving up. I saw him in person. It was freaking amazing. I was scared to walk up to him because he was just like going around and like he was scary.
Did he have some kind of a microphone? Was he making noise as well?
I don't remember actually.
It did seem like there was some clicking and sissing sounds. I mean, it was a very creepy scene. The alien.
It was kind of just creeping along and stuff, and yeah, I was almost scary just to approach him. But that being said, I mean, the other people that I would have wanted are my two friends, so I'm biased there. But
yeah, they still had a nice placing in the 11th place tie.
Yes, that's a good point. So that's awesome.
Marguerite, who do you think is going to be in the Fantastic Five?
I favor Superman, but I hope he's up there. It's questionable. He was kind of lagging behind last day looked.
We're both interested in people in blue costumes. I would vote for Samus Aran from Metroid. Thought she had a very nice costume, and just very nice in general. So, but who knows what's going to happen with the superhero results about to come in right now. This is live on WorldCryptoNetwork.com, and we're about to publish the superhero division results. Here they are, loading up. We're going to load this from another browser window this time. We're going to bring it in slowly so that you can't see the results. How about that? Keep the drama alive. Look at this incredible technology from the Google. So here we are. And now, in not 11th place, in 5th place in the superhero division is Darth Abyss. Darth Abyss, the Jedi hunting, Stormtrooper killing, Boba Fett killing, Clone Trooper killing, creepy guy in a black mask. What do you guys think of Darth Abyss?
He was kind of intimidating. I mean, walking around with that thing with, heads on a pike is always kind of scary.
It was a very large pike. As you can see, the camera is zooming upward here. It's catching the top of that big WoW costume background. And as you can see, Darth Abyss is still towering over the cameraman of about reasonable height. He's about 5'10". So definitely a large man, Darth Abyss.
I don't know this character. Who Is this a like a collage of ideas, or does he?
I'm not familiar either. I'm not sure if he's made up or if it's real. Some cosplay can be made up, or like Bob Fett, where they're a mix. So yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay.
It does seem like he's an evil Jedi or a Sith Lord, yeah. So he's a Empire Darth Vader type guy. I can tell from a personal experience, wearing one of those black masky things is really uncomfortable. It's hot all day. It's difficult to breathe. You feel like a badass until you pass out from exhaustion. So he's really going all out here. The black heavy robes. Let's look at the details. He's wearing some kind of gloves. He's got a necklace. Looks like some kind of evil Sith Lord necklace. He's got a lightsaber. Looks like in one hand. And of course, the main detail here is that also made out of a blaster. It looks like he's made a lightsaber, blaster, stormtrooper helmet, Boba Fett helmet. Perhaps he's a bounty hunter and he's killed these people for bounty.
But he's also killed the bounty hunters. That's what's weird.
Yes, he's a bounty hunter that's killed bounty hunters. And he's also kind of time traveling, killing both the clone troopers from the modern movies and the original stormtrooper. So, interesting costume. I guess you had to buy 3 helmets to make this. So, I don't know. You could just wear the helmets.
You could have sculpted those too. Like, do you remember? Were they real, like plastic, or?
The Star Wars stuff kind of has a similar look these days, don't you think, Jerica? It's kind of.
Yeah, it does. He could have bought it. He could have modified it. Yeah, I'm sure this costume in general is kind of a mix.
A mix, but good enough for 5th place in the superhero division. And now, in 4th place in the superhero division, the other Star Wars cosplayer. Doesn't say her name. I think it's Darth Terran. Darth Terran. What do you guys think? Another Star Wars cosplayer.
And so I think, obviously this is not a good guy. I assume. I'm not familiar.
Another Sith Lord, evil Jedi type of character.
But yeah, the detail on the mask is really cool. I like the colors. Like I said, the colors work well to be a villain.
And it works well next to the previous character as a team of evil villains. I can reveal that I believe this is actually a woman inside there.
Yeah.
So, not immediately clear from the beginning, but an incredible mask. The writing on the mask, the shape of the mask, very alien, brings you to another world, and brings it together, as well as the large belt piece. Do you think that's a custom belt piece, Jerica?
Yeah, I assume. It could be made out of Worbla or craft foam or something.
Mm-hmm. And then the lightsaber, of course. Don't leave home without your lightsaber.
Of course.
Important. And Marguerite, what did you think of Darth Terran?
I like the belt logo that's on there. It looks like they thought of that logo by themselves, maybe. But it's cool. I played the Star Wars MMO, and that was really fun to run around as all these characters that were in the Star Wars universe. So it's always fun to see these characters that people create.
It does look like the belt logo is repeated on the sleeve. We don't have another picture of this, but it does look like this similar logo. So perhaps that's the official logo of Darth Terran.
Yeah. Possible. I've never heard of Darth Terran, but sounds legit.
I assume it could be the cosplayer's name, too.
Yeah, it's probably another Sith Lord, much like the last Sith Lord. But still very cool, dressed up as Star Wars. And now, 3rd place in the superheroes division is... Window doesn't move. Window doesn't move. Great work, Google. So, once again, Google for the win. And it is Superman.
Oh.
I love the Superman. He did such a good job. Blue contacts are awesome. I'm always jealous of people that can wear the contacts because I have an astigmatism, and so I can only wear special contacts, and they just have started coming out with color contacts that I can wear that are for astigmatism and have a high enough magnification for my horrible eyes.
Yeah, the color contacts were incredibly striking in person. It threw you off a little bit. You would talk to him as he was a normal person, but then you would look in his eyes and they were so bright blue and very otherworldly and just perfect for the character of Superman. Of course, he's got the haircut, he's a young looking guy, and he's got the muscle suit. Marguerite, what do you think about the Superman?
He should have been higher. He needed to be up there, right under Alien. But I have the same contacts coming. He inspired me to get those contacts. I'm really excited. Cool. They're wicked. They're yeah. So anyways, he should have been higher. And I love that his muscle suit looks. It doesn't look like one of those phony muscle suits. It actually looks like he's a cartoon.
It does have a great look. The other thing about this is the color. The light blue was so incredibly bright. He popped from far away. Maybe this is even kind of looks like a retro Superman logo. This could be kind of an older Superman that he's trying to cosplay. If we really were knowledgeable about Superman, I'm sure we could date this. But it's a great costume. Very good. Should have been higher than third place in the superheroes division, but what can you do? The judges are who the judges are. And in second place in the superhero division, I believe this is a character from Mortal Kombat, and I believe Jericho would call this crossplay. I believe this is a girl dressed in a guy's costume.
Oh, is it? I wasn't familiar with the character myself.
I believe it's a guy from Mortal Kombat. The very strong helmet that she's wearing, just more of a bad guy boss. Not really a. I don't know that you're a playable character if it's just a boss, but here she is in second place in the superhero division, Shao Kahn. Marguerite, what do you think?
I think she's my favorite female. I love the leather chest piece and the shoulder pads, just everything. I love the whole detail. It all looks like she just fell out of a comic magazine.
It's a very strong look. She looks kind of like a football player, like she's ready to rush us here. She's got the helmet under her arm. Very strong shoulder pads. Jericho, what did you think? Do you like the costume?
I like the shoulder pads. Probably my favorite part. And I believe they're made out of Warbler, because I think we asked her that.
Nice. It does look very unique and original. The shoulder pads, the skull on the chest plate, as well as the helmet. The helmet looks like a very incredibly detailed piece. She's Helen. I would be interested to see her with the helmet on. That may have a different effect of the costume, but
she's too pretty to have that helmet on.
There it is. The hair is too nice. But there she is in second place, Shao Kahn. And now in first place in the superheroes division, Abby Dark cosplay. Is that the right one? Playing Jason. Very nice costume. Look at the details. The blood on that axe. Very scary.
Is that Abby Darkstar? Is that what
Abby Darkstar. That was correct. Abby Darkstar.
Yeah, she's pretty famous on Twitter.
Yep. Very excellent cosplayer. She's doing Jason the monster from the Friday the 13th movies. But it's again, Jericho, another crossplay. This is a girl in a guy's costume. And very cute girl. Very cute smile on her face for Jason. Very like, the smile is very off-putting with the bloody axe. I think this is a particularly nice photo because she seems like unaware, smiling, like a bit unsure of what we're doing with this Bitcoin cosplay contest. Who are these weird people? And at the same time, you know, it's not us that's being weird. She's ready to kill us with that bloody axe. Like, things could go very bad very quickly. She has an axe and a mask, as well as other attributes that could very quickly destroy us. What do you guys think of this costume, Jericho?
Yeah, I love how, at least for this shot, that she kind of has the mask half on and off, and so it's like it gives it more of a crossplay a little bit. It's like, cute girl, you know, all the stuff, and yeah, but yes, I have my mask, and yes, I'm Jason, and I will kill you.
You know, it makes me think of the end of a movie where you're wondering who the killer is, and you never thought that this girl would be the killer, but she's just been happily hacking up people the whole time, and even at the end, when she's about to kill us, she's still got a great smile on her face, but she's going to take care of business with that axe. It's going to be bad for us.
Yeah.
Marguerite, what'd you think?
She seems really tough. Was she in character when you were there? Was she tough, or I mean, she's smiling, so I assume that she was bubbly.
She's a mix. Yeah, so she was, smiling for the picture and stuff, but she could be in character too. But at the time there, she's also selling prints and taking pictures with other people that want to take pictures with her and stuff like that. So.
Not a lot of makeup other than the blood, you think? She's got just the one stream of blood there, and the blood on the axe looks very kind of fresh, has a fresh look. Little blood on the mask, or is that just the hockey markings? But very cool costume, and first place in the superheroes division. Now let's run through the values, see what the superhero division managed to raise. Darth Abyss in 10th place with 0.350 of a Bitcoin. That's $18.19. Very close to 9th place, where 0.0351 of a Bitcoin with Darth Terran, $18.27. Only 8 cents separating the two contestants, or 0.001. What do you guys think? Very close race, huh?
Yep, very close.
Very close. And moving up to 8th place, Superman, 0.0368 Bitcoins, $19.10. Just cracking the $20 barrier. Just tapping on the door. Not quite there. And moving up, 7th place, only about $1 separating her from Superman, 0.0385 Bitcoins, $20.50 with Shao Kahn. And remember, we do have their Twitter accounts here when they gave us their Twitter accounts, so if you do want to tweet these people and tell them what a great job they did in the 2014 Bitcoin costume contest, tell them about it. They might not know that they have $20 waiting for them in their wallet. Very exciting. And in first place in the Heroes division, in 6th place overall with 0.0436 Bitcoins, Abby Darkstar with $22.72. A mere 22 cents separating her from Shao Kahn. Just, exemplifying what a close race this was. How each of the contestants, anyone could have taken it, a few dollars here or there, that it's very much up to the judges who wins this kind of a costume contest. We had no play in this at all. It's completely decided by the people. So we're moving on to the Fantastic Five. Are you guys ready for the Fantastic Five?
Ready.
Ready.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to publish this live on World Crypto Network. Uh-oh, doorbell, dog time. Chicken and stovetop. And here we are with the Fantastic Five, moving onto the screen with incredible Google technology. And here it is in 5th place, Black Widow. Jerica, you made it to the top 5.
Yay!
Congratulations! Dun, dun, dun. What do you have to say for yourself? Your chance to speak.
That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's about it. So I didn't make all of my costumes, so I always kind of feel like a poser a little bit, but I'm slowly getting there. My friend Abby has helped me do a lot of stuff, and I'm learning through her, as well as my friend Kit. And so in this case, I bought the bodysuit, but I made the belt, and I made the bracers as well.
Very cool. So the other option would be to make the bodysuit. Is that something that people do?
Yes. In fact, some of these costume contests, you get graded down if you buy anything instead of making it.
I did watch that show, and they did tear a couple of people apart. They had dressed as cats from the musical.
Well, yeah. And the show is a little bit over the top, I think.
Oh, it's a fake reality show, and they made a bunch of drama. But I thought it was a very fascinating way to learn about cosplay and a whole other world of anthropology that I could learn about.
Right.
Go. So, but very, very good placement into the top 5. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Great work. And again, like I said earlier, you did tower around the complex with Rogue at your side and Captain Marvel. and just marching around like superheroes. So it worked out very well. It's a great costume.
Well, and it helps that we're in heels too. So
that's what my friend told me, but still, that's not an option for me. So it's just not something I'm looking into. So even if it would improve my status in the contest. So it looks like Coin Artist had to leave. So we're going to say goodbye to Marguerite, and we're going to move on to the top 4 in the Fantastic 5. These are the top 5 in the 2014 Bitcoin Costume Contest. And in 4th place, Judge Dredd. Judge Dredd had an early lead in the costume contest, with at least one person marking permanently for the rest of time in the blockchain that Judge Dredd is the law and Bitcoin is the law. Are you surprised at this low placing in 4th place for Judge Dredd, Jericho?
I wouldn't call it a low placing at all.
You're right. It's a very high place. It's just not first. Like he was in first. You know, he was setting down the law for a while.
The contest fun is seeing how things kind of switch around and stuff, and how the contestants kind of get up to the top and then get knocked down a slot. And so yeah, it was good to see that. Also, I think that that I want to say he said that this was Judge Dredd mixed with something else, but I don't remember what it was now. You can obviously tell that it has Judge Dredd in it.
Looking at the details of the costume, I believe that this was a mix of the new Judge Dredd and the Judge Dredd that Sylvester Stallone played.
Oh, okay.
If you look at his left shoulder, it has a like ceremonial kind of corner, where if you look at his right shoulder, it's more of a military armored type corner.
Right.
So I think that he might be half and half the costume because he's so into cosplaying Judge Dredd that he has complete sets of both. But he might have mixed them up and changed them and combined them. And it's really more impressive to think about that he's not just Judge Dredd, he's 2 different Judge Dredds mixed together.
Right, the power of both.
Absolutely, and looking through the details, it looks like a unique helmet, or at least unique add-ons to the helmet. He's got the perfect goatee, the serious look. The gun looks nice. He's got good gloves, little shoulder wrist things, and good chest plate with the badge. Very well golded out. An excellent costume.
And he also, I want to say, he might have been selling prints like the others, but he also, I think, he sells armor too. Like he makes armor, and I know another cosplayer who does that as well.
It was very cool booth. It looked like he had a Magneto helmet and a couple of other helmets, so he might specialize in the helmet division. As you can see from this helmet, absolutely flawless, perfect Judge Dredd helmet.
Yep.
So moving on into 3rd place. 3rd place overall in the Fantastic 5 in the 2014 Bitcoin Costume Contest is Princess Anna and Sven, her reindeer friend. This placement doesn't surprise me at all. They're incredibly cute in that video. Sven is clearly been dragged into this, and now he's been dragged into a video, and they're not really sure what they're getting into, these 2 crazy kids, but now they're in a Bitcoin video, and they're smiling and laughing, and they said vote for us, and the people did. The people brought them all the way up to 3rd place in the contest. Jericho, what did you think of Princess Anna and Sven?
Yeah, this was great. This isn't, like you said, this isn't surprising at all, also because Frozen has a huge following. I don't know if you know that, but
that's what's funny to me. This is clothing that looks very warm for San Jose. That's my main reaction here is, boy, they look really warm in San Jose. I haven't seen Frozen. I've heard it's a thing. I've heard there's a big song and everyone sings it, but I haven't seen it now. So.
Well, and the other thing I like about this is that a lot of people cosplay. Gosh, now I can't remember her name. It's escaping me. But one of the other characters, who's the Ice Queen that has all the magic and stuff.
Okay.
Anna, really. So before I watched Frozen, I was thinking she was the main character, and then as I watched it, I realized no, Anna is the main character. And so here's someone who's actually, instead of cosplaying the other character that everybody seems to be doing, is doing the main character. So that's kind of cool.
Another thing I like about this costume is it's a sweet costume. It doesn't have any kind of elements of tawdriness. It's just a sweet, innocent costume, and I like his reindeer head and just the smile. He was really into it as Sven, having a good time. Is Sven just a reindeer in the show?
Yes. The other the other guy that's with the reindeer, he makes Sven talk. So Sven will kind of sit there looking at him, and he'll say what he's saying instead. So it's like he's having a conversation with himself. But and then I also think it's cool that she has Olaf the snowman with her too. That's a nice touch.
That's good. I knew there had to be a reason she was carrying around a snowman. But yes, very cool costume, and I've actually checked out her Twitter. She seems like a very cool person. She's done some independent films, and very cool to find her at San Jose Comic-Con, and congratulations to her and Sven for second place, or third place overall, second runner-up. Excellent position. Great job. And in second place in the 2014 Bitcoin Costume Contest, essentially the first runner-up, we have Samus Aran, Metroid. Very impressive costume. What did you think, Jerica?
Yeah, very well done. This is fairly new, I believe. I'm not very acquainted with the game or whatever it's from, but I remember seeing something on my Facebook feed go by about it or something, and so I recognized her when I saw her. And so that was great that we could pull her aside and do the contest with her. I believe
you guys were calling her that blue girl. We've got to get that blue girl in the costume contest, is what I heard. And then we walked over to her, and I'm pretty familiar with Metroid, but I got to tell you, Metroid originally was a guy in a yellow, or was a girl in a yellow suit. And the big surprise or reveal in the game was that she takes her helmet off, and it's a woman.
Right.
This was an early Nintendo game, and it's become a newer game and another newer game, and it's been reinvented several times. But so it's a classic, suit type thing. And with this costume, she really did it out for the hair. I think I've seen on her Facebook she grew out her hair specifically for this look, to have this Metroid look. And then she's got all the different panels of the suit. This does look like a suit that she made herself, don't you think? This is kind of a...
Yeah, well, that's also the other thing, is that since this is so new, I don't know if there really are any store-bought costumes out, or maybe very few. But yeah, I assume she made this at this point, and it looks like it's very well done.
It does look like it's got a kind of a chest piece here, a logo or an emblem, and then the different lines of the piece, and then the gloves also seem to have an emblem and seem like they're custom, or she enhanced the gloves somehow. And then some kind of hair piece. We can't really see if that's just a normal hair piece. Might just be the background from the Comic-Con. But very sweet, very nice girl. When I gave her the envelope and told her that it was cash, I could see her eyes widen, and she looked very serious and very oh my goodness, you're giving, what are you giving me? And but she had someone there that was able to hold on to it, because obviously there's no pockets in this suit. So very, very cool suit. Very cool to see her marching around the comic convention, and very nice. Congratulations on second place in the Bitcoin costume contest. Are you ready, Jerica, for first place in the Bitcoin costume contest?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
It is Alien. Alien in first place. Oh! Surprise! What a surprise! We saved that till the end of the show, but it was Alien all along. Jerica, what did you think of this incredible Alien costume?
Yeah, like I said, I was scared to walk up to him. I was like, oh, we were looking for one more. Ironically, he was the last contestant that we entered. And we saw him walk around, like, oh, we should totally get that. And I was like, I don't know if he can talk. I was coming up with excuses not to go up to him because he's that scary.
It's funny to think these were actually the last two contestants in the contest, and they were the top two. Both Metroid and Alien were very late entries. They were not early sets. But yes, he was scary, And that's why we had you go over to him. We sent the 7-foot-tall Black Widow in the cat suit that was marching around the convention. There's another point where Darth Vader was there, and there was a very accurate Vader. And you marched right up towards Vader, and wouldn't you know it, Vader got right out of your way. So, of course, we sent you over to talk to the alien. And now what's great about this suit is, of course, you can see the elongated head. So you don't really talk to the alien at the mouth of the alien. You talk to the alien more up by where the human's head would be. As you can see, the incredible detail on this suit, the little tubes. The little tubes, like, kind of, they shine out as, like, actual tubes, you know, not alien parts, but it shows you that this guy actually made this suit, and that this isn't some kind of store-bought alien. This is all, like, a labor of love, clearly. And the tail was incredibly long, maybe 7 feet long, and he actually kind of needed a handler to clear people out so that he doesn't whap them with the tail. And you can see in this pose, this is a great picture because the alien guy knows how to pose in his suit. He's got his neck down, his knees are down, his legs are down, and his tail is up in the air, completely out of this photograph. But as you can see, this is the classic, this is a terrifying pose. Like, this alien is coming at you, and for him to have done this, you know, presumably off-the-shelf things, do you think he molded this helmet? How would this helmet piece be made?
Yeah, you know, I have no idea. That's really amazing.
The nail pieces. It looks like the aliens had maybe a couple of limbs cut off. It's got those tube type things, and then the rib pieces, the lower pieces, and of course, if you can see just a little bit of the feet. He has nails on the feet too. So. And then the teeth in the mouth, and it looks like there was a little bit of a face hugger, of a second mouth coming out. The most terrifying scene from Alien, of course, the second mouth.
Right.
But yeah, we sent you right up to him, and we had you holding the microphone right up to like a mouth hole.
And it was almost like his ear or something.
Yeah, it was like his ear. But yeah, it's a great video, and of course people can check out the video and see Black Widow interview Alien. Unfortunately, I don't think the sound is working on that one. The microphone cable popped out. But other than that, just incredible, incredible costume. Congratulations, first place, well deserved, to the Alien. Jerica, anything else you'd like to say about costumes or contests?
Just that, just kind of in general, just if you're interested and you want to try it, go for it. I mean, and don't. There's a lot of stigma out there, like only certain people should cosplay, or only certain body types, or only certain. You can only have non-store-bought stuff. No, just go do it. Go try it. Go have fun. Really.
Absolutely, and congratulations again to all the winners. Just to recap the values, we didn't do some of the top values here. So Black Widow in 5th place with 0.0479 Bitcoin, $24.94. Judge Dredd in 4th place with 0.0544 Bitcoin, $28.35. And look how close this is. 3rd place to 4th place, 0.0549 Bitcoin, $28.57. So just a mere 0.0005 separating 4th place from 3rd place. And just a very small amount separating 4th from 5th. So it's just a very close contest all around. And in 2nd place, 0.0691, $35.96 for Samus Aran. And in 1st place, the Alien, 0.1380 Bitcoins, $71.81. So the Alien is the only to crack the 0.1 barrier, but well deserved for an excellent costume.
That's pretty amazing.
Overall, the entire contest, we raised 0.57, more than half of a Bitcoin, around $200-300 the way things are going right now. But it was an excellent contest. All of the winnings were distributed directly to the cosplayers. We don't have any of these winnings or any way to access any of these winnings. These are all direct to them. So, and that's the other thing we'd like to note about this contest as we're wrapping up, is that you can continue to donate to any of the contestants in this contest that you like. If you like one of these cosplayers and want to give them a tip for their hard work that they took to make these costumes and to hang out with us at Comic-Con, feel free to tip right here to this QR code. If the cosplayers keep their paper wallet, the Bitcoins will just stay inside there. If they link their paper wallet to blockchain.org, the QR code will continue to work for them. This Bitcoin wallet address will continue to link to their blockchain address as long as they have that account. So potentially this costume contest could go on for years. If you're watching this 5 years from now and you'd like to donate a few dollars to one of these contestants, feel free, because the 2014 Bitcoin costume contest is eternal, much like Bitcoin. But we're about ready to close up. Looks like Marguerite's back with us. Marguerite, the alien won. Any surprise there?
No. Nope.
Alien, excellent costume. In second place, we had Samus Aran, and in third place, we had Princess Anna with her reindeer friend Sven. What did you think about those decisions there?
She was amazing. She looked like she stepped right out of Disney.
I'm gonna have to watch the film now. I honestly haven't seen Frozen, so it's apparently a very big deal. But yeah, I thought she had a very sweet costume, and they were both incredibly dressed for the winter in summer in San Jose. So they were definitely on about something. We also had Judge Dredd in fourth place and Black Widow in fifth. What did you think about that, Marguerite?
You know, Judge Dredd, he had #1 for a while.
He was a strong contender, and of course the blockchain will always remember that Judge Dredd is the law, and Bitcoin is the law. That's forever will be written into the blockchain, thanks to one of the anonymous donors to the Judge Dredd Fund. But Judge Dredd had an excellent costume, very gruff, and as we talked about earlier, is a combination of the Rocky guy. He's a combination of two Judge Dredd, Sylvester Stallone, and the modern one. And of course, Black Widow is our very own Jerrica. Jerrica, we have the chance while you're here. You have just won $24.94 in Bitcoin. What are you going to do now?
Gosh, I don't know. I'll probably go to Disneyland.
And spend your winnings, or will you be investing them? Are you going to, first of all, have you linked your blockchain wallet? The people are now, they're all watching your address. There's a lot of interest in these addresses. A lot of people in the future, their main interest now is the 2014 contest. They're looking back at these addresses. They want to know what happened to these Bitcoins. They're making charts.
Right. No, I haven't linked it up yet, but I already have other wallets of Bitcoin as well. But I'll probably take those funds and put it back into my cosplay fund. So.
Very cool. So you might be able to get a new ray gun or a new arm bracelet, some kind of addition to the costume, or will you be starting on a new costume?
Yeah, actually I have a couple new costumes planned for PAX in August, or after August, September. Antonia Bale from EverQuest 2 and Kid from Chrono Cross. So fabric and other things. And my friend Abby's actually making Antonia for me, but I'm making Kid myself, so that's kind of my first fully sewn costume that I'll be working on. So fabric probably is what it'll go towards. Excellent.
That's good to hear. And do you think that Kit and Rogue, they'll obviously be able to link their costumes, Abby and Kit?
Yeah, I think so. They'll probably definitely take those funds and probably use them towards cosplay as well. And Kit is also the founder of our Comic Book Characters for Causes group, where we dress up as superheroes and go and kind of talk to children and raise funds for charities and stuff. And so I'm talking to her and the other people on the board of that organization about being able to take Bitcoin as a donation too. So that should be fun.
That would be very cool. If they took Bitcoin, I'm sure a lot of people would like to donate to Characters for Causes. Sounds like a good cause. And the real question is, you're going to PAX in August. Will you be doing a Bitcoin costume contest at PAX?
I think I will. I want to. So I'll have to figure out how to set up the video and all that stuff and get a mic that works and make sure that all works right. But yeah, I'm excited about the prospect.
Be very cool. I mean, there's not a lot of setup to this. You just get a bunch of paper wallets, you scan the public addresses, and then, of course, you have to be trustworthy and honest and not steal the private addresses, which we did successfully. And once you've done that, you have paper wallets and envelopes, and you can have your own contest. You could do this anywhere. Doesn't have to be a comic book contest. Could just be out in the world. Get people to take pictures with a QR code, tell them they're in a contest. Boom. That's the way. It's easy as that. So thanks to everyone who donated. Thanks to everyone who participated. Thanks to everyone who watched this show. The 6 viewers and now 4 that have stuck with us to the end. You've watched the 2014 Bitcoin Costume Contest Award Ceremony. The winner was Alien, but in second place, Samus Aran from Metroid, and in third place, Princess Anna from Frozen, which I haven't seen yet. But I don't know if it's going to be as good as Judge Dredd. That was quite a movie. As well as Avengers with Black Widow. So thank you to all of the contestants and all of the donors. Until next time, bye-bye.